Thank you for joining us for today's version of Critical Experiences that Elevate Your Career. I'm really excited to bring a special version to you regarding student experience. And I have with me today Dr. Matt Teegarden.
Hi everyone, like Jay said, my name is Matt Teegarden. I actually just finished my PhD at The Ohio State University and had a long tenure with IFTSA as the president.
And I also have to say you know how to dress very well.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a good color combination. It's a real key to success. Gray suit, jacket, blue shirt, black pants.
All right, so Matt, tell me a little bit about like a critical experiences that helped to elevate your student experience.
Yeah, so actually one of the most critical experiences I had was getting involved in IFTSA. And I'm not just saying that. So I did all three of my degrees, bachelor's, master's, and PhD at Ohio State. Love Ohio State, great school, but I wasn't really growing my network or meeting other students that are studying food science elsewhere. And so I was really able to meet those students and kind of expand my view of the field by being involved with IFTSA, because there's students from all over the world in this organization. And so getting to know them and interacting with them and hearing about their experiences was super, super critical for me.
Awesome. I'm a little familiar with IFTSA, and I know they have a lot of student competitions that take place throughout the year. Did you find any value in taking part in those?
I did, actually. That was my first introduction to IFTSA. I captained an unsuccessful product development team, but it was a really good introduction to what the organization is, and it also gave me a peek into what it's like developing products in the food industry. So having that way to kind of start getting involved in the organization and getting inspired through that was really formative, because it happened early on, and then I got involved after that.
I have to say, IFTSA is one of my first experiences with IFT, and I did have a similar failure experience with mine. As a freshman, taking part in the undergrad research competition, I came in 6th place out of 6, but it was still a really good experience to get me here to the annual meeting and be able to kind of meet people and see what's going on.
Yeah.
So outside of competitions, what else does IFTSA offer to elevate the student experience?
A lot of stuff. So, you know, we like you said, are well known for our competitions, but we also have things like the Global Summit that happens every fall. So it can be hard sometimes to get to the annual event if you're not presenting research or aren't really competing in a competition. So we have a virtual event every fall in November. It's a virtual global conference, has different sessions, different ways to interact with students, even though you might be in different parts of the world. We have people that are over in Asia that stay up till 3 a.m. to watch this thing, so it's truly a sight to see. But we also have College Bowl, as you might be familiar. So it's a great way to kind of test your knowledge about food science. And we also do some more professional development type experiences as well. So you can get that through getting involved with the organization. We've started producing more webinars about it to just give students an opportunity to really complement their academic experience.
Awesome. And if I'm just a student and I don't really know much about IFTSA, and I'm not sure if like one of the national competitions is right for me, what can I do to get involved at more of like the local level, or having those people like right near me?
Absolutely. It's a great idea to start getting involved in your chapter if your school has one. If your school doesn't have a chapter but maybe has a food science club, you can become an official IFTSA chapter. But just start getting involved in your chapter, because you'll really start building those skills of how to run an event, how to plan an event, how to execute on new ideas. And after you get involved in your chapter and maybe expand your horizon a little bit, start going to maybe your local area meeting if there's one near you, you can start to get integrated a little bit more into the organization and build your way up if that's something that you want to do.
Awesome. And what about leadership experience? I mean, maybe I want to come in and get involved with my local chapter. Maybe I have, secretary or become president of that. Is there anything else beyond that could really elevate your student experience?
Absolutely. So within IFTSA, of course, we have our national positions, but it's also a great idea to get involved in IFT as an organization. So there's positions for students across the organization, in divisions, in your local section, on task forces and stuff like that. And that's where you really get to interact with some professionals in the field as well and start building your network beyond just students.
Oh, excellent. Well, anything else that you'd like to give a little plug for how to elevate your student experience while you're at college?
Do something that is a little bit outside of your comfort zone, because if you're a little unsure of taking a leadership role, for instance, I was pushed into a captain position on that product development team that didn't go so well, but being in that leadership position actually inspired me to pursue further opportunities. And so I would just say, go a little bit outside of your comfort zone. I wasn't quite sure back then, and I've gone through this, and I've learned so much about myself and developed so many skills that I'm going to use in my future career.
Perfect. Well, if you've learned anything today from today's talk, it is that blue and gray actually make a great thing to wear.
Power color combo.
Thanks for joining us for today's version of Critical Experiences That Elevate Your Career, Student Experience Edition. Thanks.